Hey guys, welcome to my 24-week update. We have hit that first viability milestone, and that's a huge thing with high-risk pregnancy, right? Like, I know healthcare professionals, doctors don't mean to be offensive when they say the fetus isn't viable yet, but it's like, that's my baby you're talking about. And hitting the 24-week mark means that that statement really goes away, and we focus on keeping baby in as long as possible, because that will always benefit the baby the most. Anyways, so I'm really excited. I'm really grateful to have hit this 24-week milestone. I don't have any notes, so I'm gonna probably just ramble. For those of you who know, I have incompetent cervix. That does make my pregnancy high risk. I have a cerclage placed around my cervix to help keep it closed and shut, so I do not deliver this baby preterm. With that being said, I'm just gonna kind of go into the normal pregnancy updates. My nausea is back, and it's dinner time nausea. I wake up in the morning, I feel fine, I feel refreshed. My sleeping is still going well, but at about 4 o'clock, when it's time to start making supper or thinking about supper, I get nauseous. Nothing sounds good. I don't want to eat, and that lasts until like 8:30 p.m. And then my appetite will seem to come back. I know I need to eat something before I go to bed, and really anything sounds good. But from that like 4 to 8:30 time frame, nothing sounds good unless somebody else cooks it for me. And I was like this with my last pregnancy too. Cooking food, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm very particular with the food that I prepare for myself, but if somebody else prepares it for me, they can make me whatever they wanted and I would eat it. I just love other people making me food. So we've relied on some meal prep service companies. My husband's been doing cooking, and it's been working, and I've been eating, but it's just weird that I do not want to cook. I'm even thinking of it now. Like, I've got a crock pot meal in there for tonight, and probably by the time it's done, I'll be like, ooh, no, I don't want that. Weight gain. So weight gain has slowed down again, which is interesting because I did decide to go off of my McKenna progesterone shot. I started getting my McKenna progesterone shot at 21 weeks, and at my 24-week visit, so it would have been I would have been getting my 4th McKenna shot. I talked about how my reactions were huge. They were like the size of my hand, super itchy, super red, burning, and like the entire, like my whole butt cheek was like that. And then the last one that I had kind of wrapped around to my side, and that scared me. A lot of ladies just say, push through it. Yes, it sucks, but it's worth it to get a full-term baby. For me though, and after talking to my doctor, I'm like, you know what? If I am having an allergic reaction to this shot, we cannot determine if it is only happening on the surface level of where the reaction is. Something could be being affected deeper within my body or baby's body. We can't tell. So I went off the McKenna shot and started progesterone suppositories, which I was kind of surprised my doctor was about, because if you followed for a while, I kind of had to be demanding about getting on the McKenna shot. I've never had preterm labor, but we don't know if that was because I was on the shot or not, right? So my cervix has been, it was a 4.7 at my 20-week appointment, my 20-week check. I didn't get another check until 24 weeks, and it did shorten to a 3.2, which scared me. I was freaked out. I was sad. I was walking up to the doctor's office crying. I was a hot mess. And then my doctor did say that is on the shorter side, but that's the length my cerclage is at. There's no funneling. And starting around 24 to 28 weeks, the cervix starts to shorten. Anyways, even with women that don't have incompetent cervix, like that's why they don't constantly check the cervix after 24 weeks, is because it does tend to just shorten to prepare for labor and delivery. And that can freak somebody like me out, but I do have one more check in a couple days, so I will do like a little vlog update on that. But right now things are looking good. I'm starting to feel more movement. Baby's moving a ton. My placenta is on my left side of my belly, so my belly's kind of like lopsided. My left side sticks way out, a little bit out, more out than my right. So that's kind of funny to see, like this lopsided belly. And so weight gain has gone down, and I really do think it was because of the progesterone shot. I've maintained 140 pounds. I currently weigh 140 pounds, and I started at about 124 is my pre-pregnancy weight. So that weight gain really shot up in my first 10 weeks of pregnancy, and then it kind of slowed down. Then I started getting the McKenna shot. Weight gain went up, which is common, and it is worth it, especially when you do need the progesterone to stay pregnant. But once I got off the McKenna shot, even like my fingers got less puffy, my face got less puffy, and I just am crossing my fingers that it's the progesterone. Suppositories will work just as effective as the shots for me, because so far for me it's been just straight incompetent cervix. Like I haven't had preterm labor or anything, no contractions. I have felt a few Braxton Hicks contractions, but since this is my second pregnancy, they don't freak me out. I just drink some water, rest a little bit, and they go away. And then my belly has popped. So I will stand up and show you guys my bump. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I guess I will. And I'm actually almost 25 weeks pregnant right now. I'm 24 weeks and 5 days, but I'm just updating you on so far 24. So there is my belly. We are doing good. Thank you guys so much for your positivity and your prayers. Like, we've made it to the first viability point, but we still have a long way to go before baby comes into this world and is healthy enough to breathe on his own and eat on his own. And it's just crazy to me how really, like, we think that the beginning of pregnancy is so critical, but it's like it's all so critical. Like towards the end is really when those vital functions start forming and are able to function on their own. And right now it's just, I've also had some like crazy emotional stuff, you guys. So that's gonna be another separate video that I'll be making. So stay on the lookout for that. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you like pregnancy update videos. Let me know in the comments, how many weeks are you? How's your pregnancy going? How are you feeling? I love to hear your guys' stories, and I will see you in my next video.